Kwebbelkop. You've probably heard of him. If you haven't heard of him, you probably heard him. Huge YouTuber, over like 8 million subscribers by now. But how did he get to that size? You could say from knowing bigger YouTubers, you could say from making good content, but there was one thing that he did which may have helped him a little bit, which is my favourite thing on YouTube, everybody's favourite thing, clickbait. I bet I've got some people angry who love Kwebbelkop who say that they love his content. You can love his content, that's fine. I have no issue with his content. I don't watch it and I don't really enjoy it. That's just me personally, like whatever, if you like the content, fair enough. But I feel like we should really look at his clickbait techniques, because he's been doing it for a while and he still does it. It's just the difference now is that he doesn't really get as many views as he used to. He used to get millions of views on pretty much all of his videos, and now they've dropped massively. I think it'd just be interesting to go through and look at some of the main cases that I can see anyway of his clickbait. I don't know how long this video is going to be, but I just want to do it anyway, because you know, that's just what I do. My opinions and the video, I don't know. Without further ado, in the words of Mr. Geordie himself. One of the main examples of the clickbaiting escapades that I see, which is common because he's been doing it for a long time, and also because it used to be the content he used to upload most frequently, and actually I think is still now, is his GTA 5 series. Now his GTA series is the one that a lot of people know of, you know, a lot of people know of the clickbait he does on that, but not a lot of people really talk about it. And it's something that a lot of GTA 5 YouTubers, or at least who used to be GTA 5 YouTubers, used to do, or still do in some cases. Basically they put some weird title like biggest jump ever, weirdest map I've ever seen on GTA 5, all this kind of stuff will make you go, ooh, that's interesting. And then they put some thumbnail, which is like, sometimes it's a screenshot, but sometimes it's edited and photoshopped to the point where it's like, that's just not real, is it? People click on the video and go, is it real? And it's not real. Wow, look at all those cars. Is there that many cars in the challenge? No, there's not. But you've already got millions of those views. This isn't the worst type of clickbait, you know, with GTA videos. There's been a lot worse. There's of course been Nando with the I got GTA 6 stuff. There's of course been, can the train be stopped by this or this or this in GTA 5? The train can't be stopped, guys. It's embedded in the code that the train in GTA 5 can't be stopped. I'm pretty sure most people know this, but I know some people are still clicking on his videos just to see if it can be stopped. Save your time and save them from gaining money from tricking you. Train can't be stopped. Why have I digressed this much? But yes, the GTA series is kind of subtle in some cases. It's kind of not subtle in other cases. But another series which is very clickbaity that he's been doing, and actually is kind of multiple series.
Have you ever felt lied to before by a YouTuber you adore? The thumbnails look like they're gonna open some doors, but when you open them it's not what you
.io games, of course, beginning with the OG Agar.io. You guys may remember when Agar.io first started on YouTube, how huge it just became overnight. It was kind of like what Fortnite is now, but you know, a lot more casual. Channels like Bodil40 suddenly like dedicated their channel to Agar.io. Even his stuff was clickbaity, but we're not going to be talking about that right now. Do you know what the aim of the Agar.io series was? Basically, you're like this big ball, you had to go around and eat these little pellets, and the more little pellets you ate, the bigger you got. And when you got big enough that you could eat other players on the board, you would eat them and then grow from their size of the pellets they'd been eating. I can't explain things very well. Basically, the aim was just to eat lots of pellets or eat lots of people who are smaller than you. Pellets usually being the most common way of growing. Now, of course, what kind of clickbait would occur of a game where you need to try and eat loads and loads of pellets? Well, of course, the clickbait where you Photoshop in tons and tons of pellets onto the map so people think that you found a really good server. Of course. And not only did he make one of these, he made a bunch of these, and each of them very successful. Agar.io died out. You know, Agar.io did its role, it died out. But then Sliver.io came. Same situation, different coat of paint. Then there is Deep.io. Just these ridiculous thumbnails that just made people think that, oh, he's in such a good server, and it gave him so many views. And once again, you may be thinking, oh, well, this is just innocent stuff. It's clickbait, it's misleading, it shouldn't be at least uncriticized as much as it is just because he's such a big YouTuber. You may be thinking, this is wimpy clickbait. I want some hardcore clickbait. If you really want me to believe that Kwebbelkop is a bad person when it comes to clickbait, well, I got one coming for you. Don't you worry. I've got something up my non-existent sleeves.
Look kids, let me break it down. How I'm ripping you off, flipping you off, ticking a box, and you're sat sucking my cock, guzzling vlogs, waiting for a pointless blog to drop.
Ooh, boy. This was a big thing when it first happened. A lot of commentary channels talking about it. It's kind of old now. It's like a year old or something. But I still think it's relevant for this topic. Now, Kwebbelkop's dad died, and I don't know when it was or, you know, how, but he died and he made a video on it. And I'm fine with that personally, you know. His job is to make videos for the internet, and when something like that happens, you can't just really go back to doing normal content like the next day or just the same day it happens. Of course, you're gonna be down for a bit, and you're gonna tell your viewers, hey, you know, my dad died and I'm sad about it, and you're gonna put it in the title. And that's fine. I didn't even necessarily have an issue with him monetizing that video because, like I said, you know, even though he is going to get views from it, it's his job, you know. He's making the video, he's recording and doing entertainment for that video. I don't really know, people might want to see him cry. But, you know, he did one video on the subject, and, you know, it was a sad thing, and I completely agree, I guess, with him making that video. But then he made another one on his second channel, and then it was like, okay, you've already made one of these, why make another one? You know, 2 videos on the same topic, you know, it was a different channel, maybe people who were subscribed to his vlogging channel, not to his main channel. It's okay, whatever. Then he made a third video. All these videos, by the way, have over 1 million views. The first one having 3.7 million. The moment I got the call that my dad passed away. And this is how it began.
I have something to talk about. Unfortunately, I just got the call that my dad has now passed away. Good morning, Cubs.
So, you've made 3 videos on the fact that your father has passed away. 2 of them basically doing this same thing, and the last one repeating the fact that he's dead again and making a 3rd video on it to begin with is quite I'm assuming these were monetized as well, so you're profiting off of it. And you start the vlog as if it's a normal everyday daily vlog when beginning it with talking about something as serious as your dad's death. That is pretty messed up. I've seen this a lot now. Jake Paul's done stuff like this, being like, guys, we lost a member of the Jake Paul family or whatever. And then it suddenly begins with, good morning, Jake Paulers.
Jake Paulers, I don't know how to say this, but like, we lost. Good morning, Jake Paulers. Today is about to be nuts.
Right.
Good morning, Jake Paulers.
It's just setting like a thing of like, going back to that whole emotional manipulation thing, it's hard to explain, but it's so messed up. But let's talk about something different, yeah? Should we go away from the really deep stuff? Okay, well, I got you covered. Oh boy, what a trend, diss tracks, what a trend. There are a few things about the whole Jelly, Slogoman, and Kwebbelkop diss track war. Like I said, Kwebbelkop does most of this clickbait, and also this is about him because he's got more examples and because he's a bigger channel. But him, Jelly, and Slogoman do similar types of clickbait from what I've seen. You know, they're kind of like the group. Them 3 like the holy trinity or whatever you want to call them. They play games together, they do whatever together, and they decided to do the diss track thing, which the Sidemen had done a few months prior. So the things wrong with this is, one, you were months late. Like, the diss track thing had basically been on gone by now. Like, I think you're on to like the last Net Nobody diss track by this point. If not, that had already been gone. 2, it was clear why you were doing this. You were doing this because, hey, look, we're doing diss tracks, and then we can react to the diss tracks, and oh, I'm gonna send back to you, and oh, I can react to your one now. You know, just this back and forth kind of view thing, which is the Sidemen just did with all their diss tracks, and of course Jake Paul and all them did with the same diss tracks as well. Number 3 being that they just came out randomly, started doing these diss tracks against each other, and then continue playing games with each other while still sending back to each other. I say each other a lot there. And yeah, I know I'm not an idiot. I know the Sidemen beef was fake as well. KTARS admitted it, and I knew it was fake before anyway. But at least there was like a lead up to it, and at least it seemed real, you know? It was unrealistic to a point, but like they had it so it was like, hey, I'm gonna do a diss track against Bazinga. Then suddenly Bazinga hasn't played with KSI in a while and they don't speak to each other. KSI is out in LA. All the other sidemen are like, hey, oh, he left us in LA. We're gonna do pranks on him and we're gonna do diss tracks to him. And you know, it seemed semi-real. Of course it was fake. It was so obvious it was fake if you were over 15. So I make that 12. But, you know, there was a lead up to it, there was a resolution, I guess, I don't really know. But for this one, as far as I can see, they just made the diss tracks and then just continued with their lives as if nothing had happened. Diss tracks aren't that bad. They're okay, but that's not really the point. And also, they're all against Jelly, Slogoman, and Kwebbelkop. So when Kwebbelkop releases a diss track, it's against Jelly and Slogoman. When Jelly releases a diss track, it's against Kwebbelkop and Slogoman. Everyone reacted to the diss tracks against them. However, Slogoman did not have, because Slogoman didn't make a diss track. He was in the title of all these. He reacted to them, but he didn't make a diss track. Why? I don't know. Like you know, it's very clear it's fake. But you would think that you'd get it so everyone would do one? I don't know, it's just a weird thing, alright? This is probably a weird way to end the video. So what we got? We got milking dead games, milking dead trends, milking dead fathers, God's sake. Okay, that's my reasons for not liking Kwebbelkop's clickbait attitude or attitude towards clickbait on the site. He's clearly much loved by the community, but, you know, having 8 million subscribers and having tons of followers on Twitter, knowing PewDiePie and stuff like that. He used to be invited to YouTube, like, you know, meetings and stuff. I don't know Geordie personally, he's probably a really nice guy. I just don't like how his attitude is towards clickbait, like I've said. If you agree with me or if you disagree with me, let me know in the comments. I would be really curious to see what you guys think. Thanks so much for watching this video. Make sure to leave a like if you did enjoy. Subscribe for more content from me. And I think I'm going to leave this off now. It's ended up being a short recording than I expected, which is good because I can record more. Yay. Yeah, thanks for watching, take your friends, and goodbye.
Collabable collab. That's black. Midnight. That's black. It's
How's it start?